In every corner of the world, there are stories, whispered through generations, etched in old stone, and hidden between the lines of ancient texts. Tales of creatures both wondrous and terrifying, beautiful and bizarre. Forgotten by time, but not by legend. Welcome to Ethereal Entries, a journey into the mystical, the mythical, and the mysterious. Open the tome. Step inside. Let the entries begin. Long ago, when the heavens and the earth were still young and trembling with new life, the gods ruled from the celestial realm of Takamagahara, high above the mortal world. Among them was Suzuno Mikado, the tempestuous god of storms. Younger brother to the radiant Amaterasu, the sun goddess, Suzuno was wild and free-spirited. His heart roared like thunder and his laughter shook the skies. But his unrestrained nature soon became destructive. In fits of reckless rage and pride, he defiled the sacred halls of Takamagahara, tore up rice fields, threw flayed horses into divine weaving rooms, and caused the death of a heavenly maiden. Disgusted and sorrowful, Amaterasu sealed herself inside a cave, plunging the world into darkness. For this, the gods convened and pronounced judgment. Suzuno was banished from the heavens. Cloaked in shame and heavy with exile, Susanoo descended through the clouds like a broken thunderclap, falling into the mortal realm of Izumo province. There, the wind carried whispers of sorrow and suffering. As he wandered the mist-laden banks of the high river, his keen ears picked up the faint sound of sobbing. Guided by the mournful noise, Susanoo came upon an old couple, hunched in sorrow beneath the skeletal branches of a withered tree. Beside them stood a girl, her eyes brimming with tears, Kushnadaheim, their last and most beautiful daughter. The couple, Ashinazuchi and Tanazuchi, explained the tragedy that haunted their land. For 7 years, a monstrous beast had come down from the mountains each autumn, a terrible dragon serpent with 8 heads and 8 tails, its body as long as 8 valleys, covered in moss and trees, its breath stinking of blood and decay. This creature was Yamato no Orochi, and it had taken from them 7 daughters, devouring one each year. Only Kushnadaheim remained. Moved by their anguish, and perhaps sensing a path toward his own redemption, Susanoo spoke. I will slay this beast and end your sorrow. But if I succeed, I ask for your daughter's hand in marriage. Ashinazuchi and Tanazuchi, though wary, had no other hope. They agreed. To protect Kushnada, Susanoo transformed her into a sacred comb and tucked her into his hair. Then, he ordered the old couple to brew 8 vats of the strongest sake and build a fence with 8 gates, placing 1 vat before each gate. As twilight fell and storm clouds gathered, the earth began to quake. Trees split. Birds scattered. The river turned black. And from the northern mountains slithered Yamato no Orochi, a monstrous abomination, its eyes glowing red like twin suns at dusk. Each of its 8 heads sniffed the air, hungry, snarling, and found the sweet scent of sake. Greedily, the creature plunged each head into a vat. The sake took hold quickly, and one by one, the great heads sagged, drunken and drowsy. Susanoo emerged from the shadows, sword in hand, a 10-span blade of divine steel, and struck. The serpent thrashed, roaring across the valley, but the god was relentless. Head after head fell, each stroke cleaving scale and sinew, until the valleys ran red with blood. The earth was scorched. The rivers boiled. And in a final blow, Susanoo severed the last tail. But in that moment, his sword struck something hard inside the beast. Within Orochi's tail lay a sword unlike any other, Kusanagi no Tsurugi, the grass-cutting sword. Its blade shimmered with divine energy, untouched by blood or fire. Susanoo, realizing its power, took it as a heavenly gift, a reward for his deed. He would later present it to his sister Amaterasu as a peace offering, a symbol of his remorse and transformation. She accepted it, and the light of the sun returned to the world. With the serpent slain and his exile completed, Susanoo settled in Izumo, the land he had saved. He took Kushnadaheim as his bride, and together they restored peace and prosperity to the region. From their union would come noble lineages, and Izumo itself would grow to become one of the holiest places in Shinto belief, home to the grand shrine of Izumo Taisha, where gods still gather. That is all for the tale of Yamato no Orochi. The tale fades, but the echoes remain. Thank you for stepping into the myth with me. If this creature's story stirred your curiosity, there are countless more waiting to be uncovered, in whispers, in ruins, in the pages of forgotten lore. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you wish to keep exploring the unknown. Until next time, stay curious, stay enchanted, and remember, some stories are meant to be remembered.